Alrightio. I'm not going to shout at the top of my lungs because my family's sleeping. But good evening, everyone. I see there's a few people lurking. So yeah, I just thought I would do a stream, get my watch hours up, look at a few things, and yeah, hang out, taking it easy. I just want to change my... I actually don't need to have headphones on because I was just listening to music, but yeah. So yeah, just to start, obviously everything I say, not for financial advice, for education purposes, just showing what I'm doing. And yeah, just hanging out. And yeah, updating my charts, being accountable to show how I trade and the different strategies I use. So yeah, there's a few things I didn't update at this point, but alright, so from what we have currently on Bitcoin is, yeah, we're just back at the old range pre Trump inauguration or Trump winning the election, between 60,000 and 70,000 range. What we in the kitchen, Frankie Candles' premium Discord, what we called or dubbed the Hello range. For now, dropped quite quick. We've got a few ranges up here which also we've fallen out of fan value. Weekly money flow on markets after be in the red. Decent weekly candle for now, considering how fast we were dropping earlier on this week. So yeah, that's basically where we're at for now. Decent daily candle, previous daily candle yesterday, having pinged the value area low, give or take 60,000. Evening red elephant. Yeah, so I'm just busy. I might not look at chat all that much, but I will, yeah, I'll just quickly update my levels. I've not really done a hell of a lot, been busy today. So yeah, I just thought I would hop on, do some updating, figure out, and just clean up my charts while I'm at it. So people can see, that's not headed to. I'll put those back on daily blocks. That one's dusted. So where something gets hit twice on the same time frame that it appears, I would normally say that those are what I call dusted. That's just basically, yeah, I wouldn't find the level relevant and I just delete it. But yeah, daily levels, which is basically daily order blocks, or starts or ends of daily order blocks, for those that need to know. Naked weekly POCs. I'll double there. So yeah, 2 taps or 2 blasts through a level are, I delete them, as you can see what I did with that naked weekly blocks, which is weekly order blocks. Yeah, that one's gone through. So this is always the case, you'll try and keep your charts neat. Yeah. Alright, daily level. Yesterday with the daily drop, we did have a new daily POC at 65,800, 65,802. Lots of daily POCs above us. One thing I was looking at here, was that the April low? Yeah, sorry, there's one thing I just need to mark out here. Was this April low that I was hoping would hold, that everyone thought we would hold, and we have an old all-time high just below it. No, that's not the right one. While I'm at it, it was a weekly level. Maybe it is that. 74,300 on the weekly. Yeah, it was that one. What are we going to do with it? We're just going to make it a red line now because it's support resistance flip at the moment. Let's just call it April. APR 2024 April 24. Low wick while we're at it. Yeah, so there's not really too much more I need to add at this point. Obviously we have this range now below us. The next range after that is this one here, which is the top of the 21 bull run, which I haven't got, probably haven't marked out, but can't just be bothered to look for it. That one. And that's between 30 and 54. I think POC is at 48. Yeah. So this range here is kind of the next range I would be looking at. If we lose 60,000, you more than likely, you could bounce at 54 on the value area high, but you're more than likely going to come back for the POC at 47, 48. So that was my next targets below. If we did fall down, we do have a small range here, but it's within this big profile here. So that is the next stage below us. Ooh, for now, we're pushing up a little bit. Let's go to the lower time frames and see what we're doing. So for now, like with this April low wick, we've got an anchored VWAP off the 90k high, the previous sideways almost high spike before we started this capitulation down. Bailey, 2-day bull div. Yeah, I'll have a look at some other stuff, but for now I'm just getting my levels set up. Yeah, so this, I think there was I was looking at the 74k, so obviously we blitzed straight through it. I'm looking at this level here as a back test. For now, what I am looking at specifically with Bitcoin, for those that follow market maker method, but we need to break that, right? So you look for a 4-hour W. We've had plenty of drops down, kind of markets reset, a lot of liquidity and leverage has been flushed. So for the most part, sorry, let me just put my headphones out my ear. So for the most part, it's looking okay, but the problem is here is the speed. We've gone through this whole section here quite quickly. Ideally, you would prefer it to be a lot less, to proceed through the volume profiles with a little bit less velocity than what happened. For now, we're still kind of fighting the value area high. Well, there's a DMPOC here that's now tapped, literally on the value area high. 1 hour, we had 1 hour. Did we get the 1 hour bear divs yet? No, not yet. I think it was 30 minutes. There was some bear divs up here last night. Yeah, that we saw in the kitchen that a few people shorted 71. So this zone here, we had 30-minute bear divs into there. Although money flow was coming up, it still dropped. And also as well, it was late in the session. For those that don't know, I kind of have a separate template where I look and I set the Friday trap. And basically they set the trap so late, like we were still kind of almost pumping and ranging towards the back end of New York session yesterday. So for the most part, kind of this drop here, that we only literally got the stopping volume candles and kind of the breaks on the Friday pump move up at, it was 11 o'clock, kind of my time, 11 o'clock UK, which is 6, 7 o'clock in America, depending where you are. Maybe 5 o'clock in America if you're on the West Coast. So yeah, it's very, very arbitrary that, or out of sync, that this would be set so late, and it's failed as well. So the trap is a 1 to 1.5% range that they set late into a Friday. They trap longs at the highs, shorts at the lows, and then go back into consolidation. And then we only usually break out on the Sunday and have the Sunday false move. And then what's basically happened is we've fallen out. We've come back into the POC, bounced back to the value area high. If we struggle to get back above 70,000, although I think we've got the daily green dot printing now, I can get to that 2-day bull div. Will take a while. We'll need to come lower. So the thought here would be that, although with Bitcoin specifically, the thing is we would need to put higher time frame bullish divergences in. Where would they come in? Probably around the value area low, or deviations of the value area low. So it still needs to come up, come down, or come up with the dot if you're looking at the 2-day, and come up and then swipe down to give you the divergence. Although as well, money flow needs to turn up. But with these as well, what we were looking at with this daily green dot, the 90-minute money flow on the 116s that Frankie always talks about, the 90-minute money flow is just flat, struggling. Very little bar pressure. We can look at order flow. Did it maybe 2-day? I got in at 71.2, but didn't hold shorts through the night. Well, if you took profit, you made money. You know, pay yourself. That's kind of all that matters, really. A lot of people, some people in the kitchen as well, they also TP'd too soon. Like some people were out at like 70k when they were in the 98k short. I got in 96k short. I had my first TP when we took the my second TP when we took this low at 75, or 74 400 basically was my TP, and then I haven't TP'd since. I'm just holding it now. It's not worth, kind of with the margin left in it. It's either I probably trailed my stop as well. So don't take this as gospel or financial advice. But basically, my stop on that 96k, short, the stop has been moved down to like about 85k, 84 point something. So I've moved it down with structure. So I took the trade up here, somewhere in this zone, and then now I've moved it down like literally two more levels down on 4-hour structure. So somewhere, and yes, this is obviously look like it's a sitting duck looking to get hunted because it's got the equal highs there, and it's flat structure, kind of literally before flat candle structure before it rolls over. But at that point, what's it, $10,000, 10%, 200? It's 200% of what margin's left in. Still a decent payday. So, and also as well, I've made blitz money kind of coming down all the way into 60s already on the 2 other shorts that I have. So I have 3 already, which is now just leaving in as hedges, and so I can hedge against on a long position. So even if the long gets stopped out, if I take a long and it gets stopped out again, I did take one here as well. I took one here, got a little bit of profit, stopped out, and then I tried to take another one too early here, and I think I got blitzed. On Wednesday or Thursday, I got blitzed. Full stop at 1% off account. But for the most part, it's looking quite flat. 4-hour, 8-hour, quickly just blitz through the. It's weekend as well. Weekend's just been doing weekend things. There wasn't really any other levels below. Oh, we've got a monthly POC, naked monthly, weekly blocks. I'm just trying to build up some confluences now. Naked weekly POCs, nothing there below 60. Monthly levels, no, nothing. So yeah, kind of any divergences into anything between 56 to 58, even up to 60k. So deviation of this. But for now, we just got to play the range, and the range is quite big. The range on a is it 12%, because it's like 16% range. It's decent to trade if you get multiple rotations, and that's what I'm hoping now, that price now settles and we get multiple rotations of this. Just trade it as a range, make some money. So yeah, Bitcoin, how many minutes? 17 minutes. So yeah, trade the range. At this point, it's looking as if once another 4-hour red dot. 8 hours not got the red dot yet. 12-hour. Did I have it in my setups or kind of my levels? Yeah, obviously I had this as resistance anyway. But where's the one thing I am waiting for is just, no, that's higher up. That's the back to the 85k level. Next level is shorts as well. At this point now, of course, you got as well to mention V-shape reversal out of 60k. You have you look for a local golden pocket now. So I'm looking between 64 and 66,000. Although, because you got the 0.5 at the daily naked point of control. If you want to mitigate or kind of neglect this wick move down on the 4 hour, you basically got your local golden pocket at 65, so kind of where I got that daily naked point of control as well. Didn't have a change on, just looking at structure as well. Yeah, these highs look juicy for them to sweep on the Sunday shakeout, Sunday fake move. But for me now, I'm on higher low watch at least. So if this is going to be the V shape and the W out of kind of the capitulation that we had over the week, I'll be looking for something like that. And yes, obviously you've got this kind of weird price action there, so I would negate all of that and just say that's just random chop and go from there. That's your high. You put your higher low somewhere into here, into 64 to 66. And yes, obviously it's a range, so ideally you shouldn't be trading in the middle of the range. So at worst, if this fails and there's no confirmations here, you look back at 60k. That's basically all I'm looking at. And bar that, I have that 74k level. Weekly open, was that this week's weekly open? Sorry, while I've got the levels open, I'll just turn the weekly levels off. Oh yeah, weekly high low. Turn those off, don't need those. Yeah, so I've got 84. I haven't got any swings really. It seems super easy to get shaken out. It does, but the market was moving. Market's been moving silly for a matter of weeks, literally since the beginning of the year. At 97, where did we open the year? Open the year about 92. No, where did we open the year? We opened the year around, so around 87, 88,000. That's 25. Yeah, I'm sorry, it's December 25. Moved up to 98, and then literally it's been just down since mid-January. No bullish structure whatsoever. It's just like waterfalled, and kind of structures just maintained all the way down. Although you had a drop, consolidation, and like literally small drops all the way here with this capitulation. But just looking on X, it looks as if it was some big players unwinding again. They were panic selling and closing positions before they got liquidated, basically. Well, you can't always trust whatever's on X, but in this whole move down here, from about 88,000, I think it was, there was what's known as a TWAP, so an algorithmic sell program, all the way down on Coinbase. Coinbase has just been selling, and even Binance for that matter, but Binance as well. They've been scamming because they've been buying as well for their fund or their reserve or whatever it is. So, yeah. But also as well, the shorts have had it easy, literally from 88k, from 90k. The shorts have been too easy, provided you're using low enough leverage. You were never more than like 3% in the red, I don't think. 3-4%. What was that? 4.5. So if you're using like 10x leverage and you can handle the drawdown, you would have been well in profit. And this is where leverage as well comes into its own with using it. Sometimes it's also not good to use too high leverage because you have to keep your stop. You have to keep your stop quite close, or your stop kind of within a certain percentage. But yeah, kind of to the upside, I'm still watching this. What did I have there? Where did I have? Sorry, I turned it. I turned this one off. Like, yeah, this underside resistance test. Take out these highs into there. If you look into 4 hour, oh, jeez, 1 hour I think was the. Yeah, 1 hour is going to give you bearish divergence into there, but 1 hour money flow is green. By that, yeah, so like I'm looking at 74k. If we can get above 70, or otherwise, obviously, we just have 67. But I prefer this tag here, somewhere there. But it's going to be tough to kind of find confluence. Your better level is there, back at 60k. And that's Bitcoin in a nutshell at the moment. It's quite tough. You just got to be patient for the setup. Right, let's go into market maker quickly and just see what's happening this weekend. Oh, I need to refresh this. Bazinga. Oh, please work. Yeah, sometimes it takes 30 minutes. Oh, jeez. Don't do this to me. Oh, there, cool. Oh, the other profiles. Yeah, the 65k level's got a time point of control, and 64.7's got a time point of control, and the normal volume profile point of control on a higher tick, on a 250. Oh, 300 tick. Why did it mess my ticks up? Yeah, there's a little bit of single prints below you at 63, give or take, 63 to 63 400. So that's kind of why I'm aiming for this zone, kind of here, probably between, like, it's a wide zone, but it's kind of on higher low watch. You gotta wait for it to break in, and then like literally just hunt lower time frame structure, flip like 3 and 5 minute, wait for the structure to flip bullish on those time frames, and then you go. Which is also not exactly what Frankie teaches, but if you want to be aggressive with your trading, aggressive kind of with your entries, you need to flip to lower time frames to kind of get your risk reward as high as possible. Volume gap still above 72k. Bazinga. It's my favorite meme. I don't know if you ever saw in Discord, Red Elephant, the Sheldon Bazinga ball pit. It's like one of my favorite gifs in the Discords. Let's look at the. Let's turn all this off. Hide everything. We don't want to hide everything. We just want to hide the drawing. Sorry. Come on. Volume gap. I did say, was it Friday or Wednesday or whenever it was, the move down is put more volume in the volume gap, which is good, but we need it to slow down to actually start building more volume within the volume gap, make it less susceptible to the big moves, the quick moves. What's the best time frame? This is the daily. I probably need to put, no, probably weekly. Get more price action and just see. Come on, because at the moment you can see we're bouncing kind of in a. No, what the heck is happening here? Daily. That's a bit better. Yeah, we're bouncing around all of these. We've got a volume gap above us between 72. There's a little bit of a node at 77. And then back up to 82, between 78 and 82. This zone here between below 58 all the way down to 52 is a problem. But currently now, with all of this volume here between 60 and 70, we're on this big volume spike node. Cluster of big volume. So yeah, so for the most part, if we break above 71.5 to 72, we could see 77 to 82. But the thing is as well, you need spot volume. Whenever you squeeze and hit volume gaps, you have to have some form of volume to kind of get you through that, and you have to have liquidity, which we can look at quickly. But I also want to look at Ethereum. Yeah, got loads of, obviously all from the 80k shorts, got loads of liquidity all the way up to 80. So that theory may ring true in the sense that if we do get above 72-ish, 72k, we could get to 77 and up to 82. but there is a fat cluster of volume here on the VRVP, visible range volume profile. Bar that, just quickly check the other stuff. Sorry, this might also take a while. Let's see what spot volume is doing this weekend. I think Michael Saylor is going to launch a bid, and it'll be weird because it'll be the first time he actually brings the spot DCA price down of MicroStrategy. Like, he's just blasting tops recently, but I think now we'll probably find tomorrow or kind of in the next 12 hours we'll have a tweet or an X post off Watcher Guru to say that Michael Saylor's buying more orange or whatever you call it, his normal weekly. I just want to check the spot. Look at the spot. See what my spot template is doing. Yeah, we have walls at 70. Where's that one? 67. Yeah, at the POC on Binance. What are these histograms? Gonna print. Has Coinbase got like no bar orders? What the heck's going on here? Either my internet is really slow or this template's a bit busted. It wants to, when it does this yellow line, it means it wants to, anyway, this is my own indicator that are coded within Market Monkey. Just based on the order book, obviously Binance wants to sell, but it looks like Coinbase and Bybit are looking to buy. Now, Jenny would trust the Binance book more because of the volume on the spot. So for the most part, yeah, it looks like it looks as if, I don't know, let's try one more time. One more time. Sometimes it takes a while. Obviously, everyone degenning on Market Monkey Terminal this evening and making it lag. Or it might just be me. Go back to comments. Never gone to this big thing. Yeah, I just figured what Twanky usually says might happen. Fast move, one way, fast move. The fast move is more likely because we still haven't built much volume back into the gap, right? The thing is, to fill a gap, you have to actually be range and form a new volume profile, put more volume, put more time kind of in that gap, which we haven't done or failed to have done because of the move down. But where we are now with this cluster, where we are now with this cluster, volume between say 58 and 70 is the biggest kind of chunk of volume node where we're at. Nah, give up on that. Shouldn't do this. Anyway, and also as well, we've got the liquidations above us anyway. What's the order books doing on Binance? Not a hang of a lot. There was a big sell there, 70,000, 69,500. Awesome sells coming in. 15-minute looks like it's going to cross back. Looks like it'll cross back red at some point. Yeah. I'm on a 15-minute chair as well. Oh, come on. We did have some bearish CVD up here. So high, was it a high? Am I going? Oh, I don't know. No, I thought there was next bearish CVD. Between there to the CVD's down, but this is like it's like a SFP wick to wick. Not ideal. You didn't. When did you have? I just want to see what shorts entered you. Jeez. On a Friday night, you have 500 million of volume. That's crazy. Then when we bounced, what volume did we have when we bounced? Jeez, you had 1 billion of volume come in when you bounced there at the bottom. This past statistics is just Binance. Was this? Yeah, it's just Binance. Jeez. You had 1 billion of volume, obviously 500, but 1 billion of volume, total volume coming in literally on a weekend is like weekend morning, is unheard of. Yeah, one thing I did look at was there was a 15-minute divergence, I thought. Yeah, not on the wick, but kind of this candle here to this candle down, 15 up. It's looking weak. Volume is low now anyway on Bitcoin. You can see here, it's like nothing, a little bit of spot volume coming in here and there, but not a hang of a lot by that. So yeah, Bitcoin. Let's turn VRVP off. We've done that and addressed that one. Yeah, Bitcoin just evening, Steve. Just hanging out, doing a stream, chilling, chatting, talking BS. Yeah, Bitcoin TLDR watching like 64 to 66k now. If that fails, 60k. And then like 74k is kind of my next level to look for a short, or kind of the zone I'd be looking for, kind of confirmations on market cipher, divergences, money flow coming out, and then flipping to my order flow and looking for bearish absorption or bearish CVD into that. Sorry Bailey, I didn't get the chance to flip bullish at 60k. I was sleeping. Were you, Bailey, are you in Discord? I was like, night everyone, I'm going to bed, see you at 60k, like literally half an hour. As I put my head on the pillow, the bloody get trading view alert on Friday, like literally as it happened. I was like, frick, should I just enter or what? Should I just go on me back to bed? I thought it wouldn't hold. Well, I thought it would range a bit. I literally just pinged it and bounced. Gave no chance to enter, but also as well, I don't know if this is going to show it. Big boys went playing around there, right? I could probably have to go to the 15-minute. Is it going to show all the orders? Probably not. Oh, this doesn't. Oh, it does now. There was a big player here who was not playing around. If I can zoom in enough. No, this is what placed there. Not the heat map. Well, there was 100. There was like a 300. Someone would. I think this order was. They didn't remove it. This 34 is not right. When I was spotting this in the morning on Friday, yesterday, there was like 300. There was like a 200 to 300 million order there, or maybe is my order book aggregated? It is. No, it's heat map. Oh, it's only Barbit. Oh no, it is. Yeah, it's with the decent spot ones, and the I think Binance. But yeah, there was a big boys came in there. 10 million, which is what, 100 Bitcoin, 130 Bitcoin. Well, I actually got a coin rather. It's 150. Which pinged there when it came through, 179. Like literally, there was like scattered orders all the way down. They definitely put the brakes on, and they've still kind of they put the these orders here. They put the safety orders here just in case it came back down. The shorts came back in. Evening all set. I did see you pop in. Yeah, Bitcoin looking okay for now. It's obviously weekend, low volume. There was a bit of a scam. There's a bit of some scammage kind of within the last 12 hours. But we kind of back to we're back to kind of usual weekend trading. I can start looking at price moved, also knows. Yeah, thanks, dude. I'm trying to get myself accountable to do more streams and do more content. I've been manic, so year started out a bit busy, and I've been trying to do more content. But some weeks it's just impossible. And then obviously price action, I was more focused on kind of being in the Discords this week, specifically with what was happening, then trying to get videos out and stuff. So bit in between a whole lot of different things. Let's look at Ethereum. But yeah, Bitcoin 64 to 66 is a zone, 74. Kind of obviously we've got resistance locally above us at 70 with a value area high. Ethereum, and this is a messy chart, so I apologize in advance. Yeah, also Ethereum value area high 21. There's a local profile here. We're also as well Ethereum, where Bitcoin dumped on into Friday morning. ETH only pinged a local POC at 1800, give or take, whereas Bitcoin did the full range. So I'm still expecting Ethereum to come down to 1600. Did the daily get tapped there? Yeah, it's a tap daily. Tapped weekly was one tap, zip tap. And then obviously, yeah, we have a DMPOC at 1580. So now, who would have thought we were at like 3300? What, last week? 30,000 last week? No. Okay, I talk fibs. Yeah, last week we were around 3,000, 2,900, give or take. Oh, Bailey, you're not. Yeah, dude, don't stress. It's quiet just because of price action. There's a lot of volatility, so obviously there's quite a few trades to take, but with Frankie and kind of how he trades, you generally will do a few scalps here and there, but mainly it's the extremities of the volume profile trades anyway. So yeah, it's more kind of more swing intraday swing trading rather than kind of trying to catch every move and just chop yourself up and cut yourself up with it. What did I do here? I don't know why I had that. Okay, so quickly, there is. I just want to check if there's a new daily naked point control. Yeah, there's a new one, same like Bitcoin. I don't like them when they're mid candle though as well. You'd prefer them to be on the wick. So you have a new daily naked point control at 1900, give or take. Weekly candle probably looks like do. No, it's actually decent. Weekly candle close. Need weekly candle close above 2k basically on ETH. So if we get a weekly candle close above 2k, we're good, I'd reckon. At least obviously your body candle close of the weekly candle looks like quite bullish at this point. Same with Bitcoin, same thing. ETH though as well, based on what the weekly is doing and what kind of you reference to Bitcoin. Bitcoin is looking more on the weekly, looking more or less likely. Yeah, it won't. We were hoping for the weekly bullish divergence soon, but we're probably not going to get it. We need a reset for all the momentum waves. So have to print a green dot, come up a little bit, print a red dot, and come down and sweep this low. Same thing with ETH. It's going to have to. Oh, come on, my internet is playing up again. Either TradingView is playing up or I'm just. I've got a load of stuff on here. Spaghetti regretti. Why is this thing not going to my object tree? I had all of this from yesterday. I need to tidy this up. I'm so bad with charts. Daily red man. Did you see the 10k candle? Yeah. We saw it. We were trading it, unfortunately. Well, we were trying to wait for the knife. A few people did catch the 60k long. I know in Frankie's, a few of them caught it. I was sleeping. Well, I got the ping alert, and then I woke up and I'm going back to bed. So yeah, ETH, it's basically in another range now. So it's basically got accepted back between 1600 and 2100 range. 2100 volume profile. Let's just put this in 0702. I need to actually fix this up for tomorrow night. Just neaten it up. We take that all off. Oh, that's why it looks messy as well, because the POC's on. Yeah, fighting resistance. It's doing exactly what Bitcoin's doing. It's just like ranging under the resistance, which is generally bullish, or generally would have me thinking that they're going to swap up and wipe out some shorts, just take out some local liquidity above. I figured Bitcoin was going down to monthly PSE. Yeah, that's the one I have marked. Do I have it marked? I must have it marked. That's the deviation zone as well. So between 58 and 60 is probably where you would want to be looking for a decent long with a decent bullish divergence. Yeah, 58.009. I have it on my chart. So Ethereum, not much locally going on. How long have I been going? 45 minutes. Geez, talking to you guys. Yeah, you have the MPSC up there, Golden Pocket. Where did I pull that one from? Kind of this zone is probably like 2.5. It's a bit of a fairy tale at this point. I wonder if the anchored VWAP is going to come. Be way lower. 2200. Yeah, this line's up. This one here is probably the one to go for. Just above this valley area high at 786, or this val, sorry, which is the valley area low of an older range from this side, from February 24 to, I don't know where I pulled this to. Yeah, basically like February 24, similar range, like the pre Donald Trump kind of election ranges, like February to November of 24. So yeah, and that range is the 2200 to 2200 value area low, 2600 POC, 2900 value area high for that range. Probably need to stop changing colors on different ranges to make them a bit better. But for ETH, kind of your 60k to 58k on Bitcoin is like the ETH equivalent is the 1580 to 1623. But yeah, it's not doing much. Money flow looks like ass. Did you have a bullish divergence there? Well, you did too. You had an 8-hour bull div. I think Bitcoin had a 30-minute bull div into the low as well. I wonder if ETH had it. Yeah, ETH sketchy, but it did have a 30-minute bull div into there, where Bitcoin did the same into 60k. Did ETH get the 8-hour 30? Yeah, Bitcoin had an 8-hour 30 almost. So provided after 8 to 4 o'clock today, yesterday. When did that cross? No, it was delayed. Didn't quite hit on the 8-hour green dot, so no 1/16th there on the 8-hour 30. Steve Hickey, cool. Yeah, there's not much going on. What the fuck was this? Sorry. Did you guys see this? Like hour on Binance? Inspector Gadget. I'm gonna go have a look and figure out what happened there. Where's Binance on ETH? No, not spot on ETH futures, not inverse. Let's go see what the fig happened here. Oh, geez, let's turn that heat map off because that looks like absolute. But yeah, there was a lot of. I'm on the 15-minute. Let's go on to the 5-minute. Looks like someone did an oopsie there. So someone closed a big long, reopened it, then closed it. Why? Don't worry about the order books. Order books are Bitcoin. They don't change automatically with the. Someone did something silly here. Because why would you close a big long, open a big long, then close it again? It's like you made big, like someone made a big mess up of kind of an order with slippage as well. You would have got wrecked on that. Yeah. Something with a long to do here. They messed up. Someone's getting fired. Or someone's not going to be happy with the amount of slippage they just got. I don't like how that order book. ETH order book looks like I prefer my Bitcoin one. Anyway, so yeah, that was ETH. This whole malarkey here earlier on today was just, I don't know, it looks like someone messed up with the long. Closed the long, opened the long, closed the long. Based on what order flow and CVD is showing. Some people talking about Binance chart. We're at the November 21 week right now for BTC. Yeah. November 21. Oh yeah, November 21 is the November all-time high. If I can flip back to it. Do I have it on my chart? Do I have it on my chart? Yeah, we were roughly around. Yeah, 8th of November, roughly around the 20. Or I'm kind of on board with Frankie in regards to that. I don't see this as the all-time high. It was like an exit pump. I see the 67k more as all-time high than 69k, but we can call it, can label it. But yeah, that's basically where we are on Bitcoin at the minute, around 69,000. You can call it 2021 all-time high if you want to. I do have it somewhere on the chart, but I'll just mark it again. But yeah, basically around there. So it's going to be resistance for now. But yeah, that's basically it. ETH, what are we looking at? Just to quickly kind of sum up everything. My bad, I didn't know which way to go on ETH. Send it lower, man. ETH's a Ponzi. Needs to die. 4 hour, 1 hour. Yeah, it looks like it's coming down. 1 hour red dot. I didn't know I was talking to you yesterday in premium, maybe they're in yet, but I was saying around here I'd be looking for 1 hour bearish divergences, which you're starting to get there in 1 hour into there yesterday or this morning, and then again this week is scammage, man. Jeez. don't know if someone was hedging it to try and get into a short, because the net short closed out there, or it was just Binance. Maybe there was a very close liquidation here that Binance wanted to hunt. It's either someone messed up on a long, so long closed, long open, long closed. Like, why would you do that? Or Binance were just messing and kind of just wanted to hunt a short that was literally close. A liquidation that was really close. Get some money. But yeah, ETH coming down. If I was looking at a local zone, I would probably be looking at, I don't like that wick. Yeah, around the 1930 to 1913 DPSC. That's like the local bounce. That'll be like the 64k kind of zone. Otherwise, I'm still watching kind of 1800. And then above us, I'll be watching 2200. Of which I don't know why I don't have red marks there. So there's a anchored VWAP. Value area low 786. That's kind of the zones on ETH. Anyone want me to look at alts? I'm scared to look at alts because some of them are absolutely rinsed. I reckon let's look at XR Pizzle, maybe ADA, and I think we're done for today. And I've not looked at XRP for ages, so bear with me if I don't have much TA here. Object tree, I need to tidy up. What's my CPU? Well, my CPU usage and all that stuff isn't high, so I don't know why it's lagging as much as it is. Sol, oh yeah. Not Pol, are you mad? I'm not looking at Polygon. That thing is dead. It's going to give me nightmares. I didn't round trip that one though. I bought it like, what did I buy it? I think I bought it 28 cents. I think I bought it 28, sold it 150, had a little bit left, sold it like 70 at some point during the run on the way down when it just, like everything, all the else decided to capitulate. Giving me PTSD. Because I think it's even lower than what it was pre-bear market. And yeah, let's quickly use weekly PVPs. There is a naked weekly right here. Eesh. How is that not tapped? Oh, that's this. No, that is last week. Sorry, I'm just thinking, seeing things. Okay, got a naked weekly PSC there. Quick maths, quick TA. You've probably come back into, if you look on the weekly, you probably come back into a local golden pocket, or at least a 786. Yeah, tap a 786 at 166. If you really want to clutch its straws, you pull it down a bit lower and you probably just miss it. But I like that with that. There was a small fair value gap there on the weekly. There's no ranges though. It's inefficient. That's the only problem. Well, actually, maybe it wasn't. I stand corrected. Bounced off the value area low at 121. Your next zone is 82 or 60. Well, otherwise you've got the super long consolidation here. That doesn't look good. Otherwise you've got the consolidation between 44 and 62 cents. DMPOCs, I don't have anything above naked weeklies. Weeklies below us. Yeah, there's no ranges. The only range you really have, I would say, with these. Do I have that at 121? Yeah, quick maths, quickly just pull these, and then I think that's the next range it'll fall into. Next area of value. Value area high. And these are probably off anyway, but try and get them on as close as I can to the actual levels. Pock. And value area low. So the next area of value is 60 cents to 120 cents, which it bounced off the value area high already. Value area low. And obviously you got the kind of what I would class as the failed auction below here before it pumped up. Okay, dailies. You got loads of daily negative points control above you. Hang of a lot. Just oh, come on, don't do this to me. I'll just add the local ones. Oh, look at Solana. Let's quickly look at this. This thing is just waterfalling. That's the problem. Is there a range here? Like a little bit, but I don't know if it's gonna. Look at the respect on that one before it eats it out. So 121 is a level. 4 hour. Oh, I'll let this catch up to itself. See if I can get a bigger range here. What is price currently? Don't like these small ranges in between this thing trending. So 150, 146, 137. Any relevance? 150, 146, 137. See? Otherwise, yeah. I'll just turn the PVPs off because we don't need those anymore. Yeah, 4 hour literally bounced on that value area high. It does have a local range just above it, where these two POCs are. I don't like it. It can give you a little bit of context to trade out of. Oh, it's going to give 7865s though. You don't want. All right. Yeah, from 190 to there. Local kind of local resistance is around 165. 161 to 165 local resistance, local support. Any low time frame order blocks? Yeah, rather just negate it. Best support, I prefer not to go for the 786. I mean, I prefer not to go for the local golden pocket because it just sits there with nothing next to it. Your kind of next support is still this value area low. Kind of best support for now. Value area low at about 122. Although you could fall in line mid-range at like 128 to 130, depending on what Bitcoin and ETH does. But yeah, that's kind of the blitz TA on XRP. If that fails, then dare I say it, you're coming for anything between $1 to 80 cents if 120 fails, because then you now then accept it back into this range, right, between 60, 83 and 121. So caution, danger. Sol, good day. evening decrypt or afternoon, wherever you are in the world. Solana. Solanage. 6, 7. It's 68, 67 thing is yeah. I've already marked this up because I was looking at this in the kitchen yesterday. In the Discord yesterday. Still locally front run where I was looking for. Was there another POC yesterday? That's all I need to mark in. But basically, this is updated. The pivot. Where is the? Am I blind? I think it's in the POC. Where's the? I'm on the daily. I cannot see where the POC is of this. Well, yesterday there should be a POC in. Oh, it's there. It's already been tapped. At like 86.73. Were these marked out? Yeah, those are marked already. I'd move that up because I probably think it overshoots the daily naked. Like 90 to 95 is kind of where I'm looking locally for resistance. Is printing a daily green dot. 90 minute. Nah, 90 minute is saying no way. So no 1/16th there based on market cipher B. It's a decent candle, specifically volume wise on. Oh, that's on Binance BTC. I need to actually change those. What is this? Which is? I think I. No, they're not. So yeah, decent volume candle. Sorry, this is a Solana. Decent buy volume candle yesterday. Higher than sell, buy. Yeah, still looking at 70, 72 or 73 to 74, 77 value area low, 77 value area high. If that fails, check the RWM at all lately. Yes, I do look for deviation plays based on the weekly, the highs and lows, week, daily, monthly, yearly, quarterly. Those I do have a look at them. But what I normally do is I just, even when I mark them out in my object tree, I just have an alert on. So the RWM, something that Nick Cypher's incorporated now, specifically with deviations and reversion trades back into kind of levels. I can show. Oh, Solana. Do I have Sol BTC anywhere? Because this is one thing that I know a lot of people, like Alexo and a few other traders that I know, they like trading Solana, specifically when it's moving stronger than Bitcoin, because it obviously gives you bigger percentages. I don't know where I did with my Sol BTC chart. Oh yeah, quick look at Sol BTC. Against BTC, it still looks like trash. Rejected local open pocket when I last looked at it, whenever that was. I know, I'll put that there. That's from a 0. Those are just no. Yeah, Sol BTC needs to make another lower low, which is a problem. Danger Will Robinson, big problem if Sol BTC makes another lower low, but we'll put it there. But yeah, so if Sol BTC is not looking all that strong at the moment, then I hazard to think what what's in store. But also as well, it's like one of the key assets anyway. So for me, if I was kind of the assets I'm personally looking at is either Bitcoin and Solana, probably my DCAs. I might get XRP into the DCA bag eventually if it drops enough. But at this point, more interested in Solana and Bitcoin DCAs as we drop lower now. Sorry, 4 hour, didn't get divergence. Yeah, sweep this low. What's the 1 hour doing? It's calculating psychologicals. I don't think there is many other levels. So if you're looking at the, can I put the RWMs on here? RWM was DWM. I can't remember which one that. I thought it was this one. I think it was DWM. Was it DWM SR? It doesn't say what's what. It's putting all the pivots there. Ugh, looks like ass. I don't like that. Something I've been working on, if you guys want to see what I have been doing. Is this. It's just hard drawings. Wouldn't go Monero over Sol. I don't know. I'm going to be picky. I did spray and pray a bit too much this time around, although it still came out okay. I'm probably going to be very wary of the fact that I don't buy too much too soon as we drop. So main two for now for me is Bitcoin and Solana. Not that. So I'm building this out at this point. Anyway, for those that don't know, I do indicators. So I've been trying to build something out for Flopping Groper for Nick Cypher to add to his collection. But I just haven't much time. So the current monthly highs at 879.3, current monthly lows there at 59,800. Weekly high and lows. Previous weekly lows at that 75,500. So we could come in for a backtest there, which also lines up with my 74k on Bitcoin. And when you're looking at dailies, it's very tight. Why have I not got? Let's put an extra one in there. Yeah, like 73, 74 a few days ago, maybe like Monday high or something. Trading view is lagging. Thursday. Yeah, it was tight range. Remarkable. But yeah, this is tight range. If you were looking at anything on the RWMs or the DWM or whatever indicator you use, I'd be looking at the weekly. I'd be looking at the weekly levels, probably somewhere between around 74, 75. If you kind of think of that as a, if you're looking at the, what are we on? Leapfrogs. If you're looking at the VWAPs, specifically on Bitcoin, I'll probably go to the 1 hour. Okay, 75-ish. Yeah, 75 is previous weekly VWAP. So basically you sweep that, come down, but also as well, depending, you're not going to get a weekly leap specifically because this weekly now at 70.6 now becomes your previous weekly when you get your new weekly candle. So yeah, that's a bit of a doozy, but the actual level itself around 75 looks good for a sweep. Call it, I have it 73, 74, but if it overextends, could come into this whole zone up here, supply, whatever you want to call it. But this previous weekly low, we did come back in and test on the 1 hour. So we broke it, held the level. When was this? Yeah, held the level on Monday, came back up, broke it, came back up, broke it, broke down. But on the 1 hour, it had the bearish back test wick. Came down, broke below it, rounded over, bearishly back tested. So, kind of trading them does work. And I don't know how soon this will be available. It's not quite fully out yet. I need to add extra ones in there. I need to add the quarterly and yearlies onto there. But yeah, that's basically that one as a sneak peek for previous day, previous week, previous month levels, all embedded into a decent indicator. Yeah, at this point, looking for weekly. If you get back above here, squeeze back to 83. It's like I was saying a bit earlier in the stream, with the squeeze back to 83 could be possible as well with the volume gaps. I think Bailey, you were saying it. But back on point, back to Solana, while Bitcoin kind of the squeezing and kind of the levels that could look at Bitcoin. Solana is just kind of boxing itself in at the minute between 77 and 95 basically. So I'm just basically between 2 points looking to see what happens. Currently got 1 hour bearish divergence. Yeah, it looks like the 4 hour needs to roll over to come down, give us a 4 hour devil, give some form of drop into that. Some of drop into like between 77 and 80. Don't necessarily like that. I prefer kind of here lower. But that's just me being particular. Evening Mortimer. But yeah, that's Solana. Quick look at Cardano. No, Cardano's almost back. Oh, geez, Cardano almost went back. I still got some. Oh, I bought at 22 cents. So back at entry, but it's fine. It'll recover, hopefully. But yeah, I did take quite a lot of profit anyway. I took a profit above close to $1, I think it was, whenever it got there. What was the top price on Cardano? Geez. Was it $1? November. Am I going crazy? Oh, Jesus, because I zoomed in. Sorry, being profane again. I think I took profit around $1 to 110. I took a bulk of my stack out, and then obviously you just always keep a little bit just for a moon bag, and the moon bag becomes dust or round trips. But also it's looking like absolute doodah. Unfortunately, structure's really bearish. All of them have got these decent pin bar candles on the daily. I do need to tidy this up because this absolutely looks atrocious. So sorry, everyone. Spaghetti regretti. Let's take all the local stuff out. Yeah, dropped the 30-cent value area low. We had 30 to 40 cents as a range, and then we had the range between 50 and 66. And obviously we're not even going to go up to the higher range. That's also, I'll find another context. How long have we been? Oh, and 20. Geesh. I think we'll do Cardano, look back at Bitcoin, and then I think we're done for today. This evening. Are there any other ranges that's really relevant? And anyway, as well, you've come back in, you bearishly back tested 30 cents. I don't like it. Money flow is still coming out on the weekly quite aggressively, although now this is also almost looking like a weekly bullish divergence as well. Tap the weekly naked point of control. I might have marked it out incorrectly. Let's see if we find some more levels up here. Don't tell Billy if anyone wants to short Cardano if it ever comes back up. There's some strong resistance around 39 cents, 38 cents there. That one. PSC. I wouldn't really worry about the other ones. They're way high. I think that can move. That as well. It's busted. And just stick on the level. Alright, so let's see what we've got on the daily anywhere close to us. Yeah, it's POC. Sign of strength would be reclaiming 30 cents, which is also a bit of a kick in the teeth, but it's a start. A start to be reclaiming 30. Right. Okay, we can take PVP off, and we can you only really have this price action here to go off to look for a, and this was all the deviation in 2023. Oh yeah, you got this. It's tapped. Why did I not leave that? Naked weekly. $25 to $22. Yeah, kind of this zone here, we need to hold it. This is a must hold zone. Alright, put the value area low here. Value area low. Why did you do that to me? Value area low. Take it as a zone. Value area. POC. And then obviously your value area high is so close to 30 cents, I'm not even going to mark it. I'm just going to say that's the value area high of this range. So 24 to 30 cents, trade it as a range, daily. Almost got a weekly bullish divergence. Sketchy daily divergence. I don't like them like this anyway. 4 hour. Is Super Bowl tomorrow? I thought Super Bowl's the end of February. Shows how much I know, because I don't watch, and probably all my American friends will say that's sacrilege that you don't watch American football. Yeah, okay. Sorry, Billy. 30 cents is the key resistance above us at this point. Well, actually 32. Call it a zone, actually. So it's gone on 4 hours. See if you can find a pivot on the 4 hour to bring that Fibonacci down a bit. Brings it too low. Oh, is it tomorrow? Who's it? Eagles? Who's playing Super Bowl? Is it Eagles again? Like, I got a friend from Philadelphia. It's tomorrow, I'm pretty sure I'll be watching, so probably. I've got friends who always, obviously, I'm based in the UK. I've got friends. Yeah, POC, 30 to 32 cents. Key resistance on Solana at this point. Value area low of the bigger range, the higher range. POC of the higher range, local golden pockets. You have a daily naked point control just above you, so actually just overextend. So you basically, yeah, but 30 to 32 cents is what? Is that 1%? Was it 10%? I don't know. 7% range up there. Daily 4 hour. This is looking so much better for a decent long, not financial advice if it comes down. It's make or break. Kind of these kind of make or breaks, obviously either you hold them or it's just going to be absolute carnage. So if you pull a local Fibonacci to there, yeah, value area low, local golden pocket, DMPOC in the wick, so that is a kind of your zone to, and yes, at that point, because you're dropping the wick, we're getting close to the wick on the 4 hour, you're probably looking for divergences there. That needs to be red. It's definitely bearish. So range trading again on Solana could be a play. I mean, not Solana, sorry, Cardano. 24 cents to 30 cents. You've got a decent little range there to trade. Same like Bitcoin, you've got 60 to 70. Ethereum, you got 1600 to 2K. Solana, you got 70 to $90, give or take. I'm an Eagles fan, wish they were in it. Did they get knocked out? Like, they were like the hot thing. All my one friend talks about is Jalen Hurts. It's like, you can't talk bad about Jalen Hurts and my friend gets butthurt. So I'm surprised I didn't make it. That I'm surprised I didn't see on X when you didn't DM me or message me to say that, oh, it's probably why he went quiet. He was very vocal. So obviously he's gone quiet for that very reason, because I didn't make the Super Bowl. Yeah. I think, where is he now? He's from Philly, but he stays in Pennsylvania, I think. Somewhere in Penn. Owns a farm of some sort, I think. Farmland. Yeah, Cardano ranging. I think let's do one final check on Bitcoin, and then I think that's about it. Just keep myself accountable, doing some repetitions of some live TA, chatting, talking rubbish. What's Bitcoin doing? I need this red dot on the 4 hour to come through for us. Yeah, so I've marked out. I'm still looking at 64 to 66 as a zone, or otherwise obviously back to 60 full range rotation. What's happening on here? Tag the Asia low. Yeah, 15-minute flipped, like I did mention. I did say it looking as if the 15-minute was going to flip red again, but it's playing red money flow, green money flow, which is also not good. No trend, just chop. Obviously range, you can trade the high, trade the low if you really wanted to, but I need to see a liquidity grab before I get interested again. But yeah. One thing I did want to mention is, let's go into market structure chart. I'll just change this off. And not financial advice, it's just what I'm doing, so don't copy me. The reason I'm mentioning DCAs for anyone that what am I doing? We've hit the 50 DCA, or 50, not 50 DCA, 50% Fibonacci. We've gone through it now. Generally, that's a good point to start to look to DCA for the bear market. And then if you just look at, this was the low and you had the blip. Which one are we taking? Yeah, on the previous run, 2021, you dropped like 34,000. You dropped to 50% Fibonacci on the weekly, from bear market low to bull market high, depending how you want to use. And then obviously we had that was and also as well, we've dropped the pre-halving all-time high. I had that marked out, and obviously the full 2021, I marked that as the top, but ideally I don't really see that as the top. When you start breaking, the only issue is like, because what Bitcoin did in 2021 compared to 2017, it's not really relevant, but kind of because of what it's done now, and it's below the, or roughly around the 2021 all-time high. It seems like a good kind of spot, or generally kind of accepted idea, kind of widely accepted, not just me saying it, that kind of from here on in, if Bitcoin does go lower, that's kind of where you should start planning your DCAs. So that's what I'm doing. For now, I have only hit one DCA, just a small one, just below 70,000. But yeah, add that to the stack and then we'll just see. But ideally what I'm looking for is kind of around 54 to 58, probably for my next DCAs if it gets down there. Worst case scenario, 786 pullback to 30,000 or 39,000. But generally, we widely accepted that we're in the zones for DCAs for anyone that's kind of looking to start that. Yeah, not financial advice. Also, as well, don't go too hard too soon when you're doing DCAs. Nibble as price goes lower, and increase your DCAs and your dollar amounts as you go lower. Kind of is also the generally accepted way of doing it. But yeah, that's basically also just one last thing I wanted to add in regards to kind of DCA time. Again, how is Bitcoin 1.8% down for the day? Yeah, very flat open interest. Open interest doing absolutely nothing. Kind of after this spike this morning, when we hit when we came into here, like this little zone where we hit this low, or morning UK, really early morning, 2 a.m. EST in the US. Yeah, for the most part, it's not doing anything. I'm waiting for Sunday fun day, as is always the case. Yeah, thanks all set. You too. Take care. So I think we'll close it out there. Did an hour and a half of rambling, kind of just looking at a few things. Yeah, Bitcoin for now. It's weekend price action, or back to usual weekend price action. Over all of this was just a bit of weirdness. Like I wouldn't have expected it, but for the most part, looking all good. So yeah, we'll see you guys tomorrow. I'll be on Billy Goat Tales doing some TA, talking with the team and kind of chatting and conversing with them. So yeah, I'll post out on my socials if anyone that does follow me on my socials. Yeah, to come see us on Billy Goat Tales tomorrow night on the Sunday show. But that is everything for today, and we'll see you tomorrow on Billy Goat Tales Sunday show. Take care, everyone.